Well, Bacon, I'm really interested to see how these teams interact with each other.
It's a new season. They are it's a clean slate.
Yes.
We'll see how the blend. A lot of veterans on these teams have been together for a while.
Yeah, especially on the Sheilas.
I hope so.
Yeah. We'll see how the Sirens do. They're pretty much, there's only a few of them that have been skating together last season, and they drafted a whole new roster this season. So we'll see how they collaborate together.
Indeed. Who do we have on the jam? A hug on the jam line, because the camaraderie never stops.
True story. We got Mel Malice on the jam line and Rampage, I think. That's it.
That is correct.
Yes.
They're two veterans who've been around for any season.
Yeah.
10 plus,
yeah.
I want to say. Someone fact check that. All right.
All right. There's going to be no demo jam, so this first whistle's going to be live. Ready to start this game.
The rules haven't changed.
All right, we got Mel Malice and Rampage as jammers with the stars on their helmets back there. We got Anita Hercha and Covalent Bondage with pivots on. There we go. Oh, we got Mel Malice out as lead jammer for right now. Rampage hot on her heels.
Both jammers out quickly.
Yeah.
And with these rules, Rampage taking over.
Oh, we got a pile up. Pile up on corner 3. Oh, the jam was called.
1 point apiece.
1 point apiece.
And, well, then they held up 2 fingers on different hands. It's a new kind of sign language. 1 apiece. Nothing ventured.
It's this hand. No, it's that hand.
Nothing gained. 1:29 and a half minutes left. Mayhem Myers, the pivot against Bomb Pop. 2 more veterans.
Yeah, we
Wily
got Dizzy
veterans.
Disaster out there. Dizzy Disaster
And
on the
I believe that's
jammer,
Rogue.
and Rogue jamming for the Sirens. Everybody smiles right now. Let's see how it ends at halftime.
The penalty box still empty with this
Oh no,
group
there's a
of
Zombina
skaters.
in the penalty box.
Oh, Zombina. Hi, Zombina. Welcome to penalty land.
She's the first jam. Oh, Dizzy got knocked to the inside behind Yigrin. Oh, she got called on a cut track. Cut track yield. So in our league, in USARS, cutting the track isn't a penalty to go to the box. It's just you have to yield to the pack and then re-enter behind everybody.
You just have to reset.
Yes.
That's
all right, we got, Dizzy Disaster's out front. Is she gonna make a move? She's waiting for somebody to cap that pivot. There we go, and Dizzy's off.
And that's Zombina and Mayhem Myers holding the pivot back.
Looking. Here we go. The Sheilas are trying really hard to hold up those pivot and that jammer. Can Baby Buster do it by herself? Oh, Rogue takes off.
And now it's just up to Dizzy to score some points while the Sirens jammer tries to catch up.
There we go.
And then she stops.
Oh, she cut track, so she yielded herself. Very classy.
Relevant information coming back almost immediately.
What I find funny is you always see when they fall, they always pick a cheek, but they always still make the same face. I know for a fact. I always pick my left cheek.
The left one. Left cheek first. Let that be a lesson to us all. So with 2 jams down and a time, that looks like an official timeout, or is that just a team timeout?
I don't know.
I'm kind of off my base with my hand signals these days. Sirens team timeout.
Timeout. Well,
4-1. Sirens team timeout.
I don't think she called an official review on that. I think she's just asking a question because I didn't see the O go up, so I'm not sure about that.
I thought I saw the O go up, but then.
Sheilas have a Baby Buster in the penalty box. Shame, shame.
Her natural habitat. Baby Buster.
Oh, looking cute in the penalty. I think she's calling for a drink. I'm not sure.
Oh, is that what that is?
Yeah.
I'll have to help her
they
out.
did call an official review.
There is an
official
official
review happening. Sit tight.
Well, while we're waiting, we'll remind you the after party is at Tom's Barn Grill on 40 Highway. There's a karaoke, DJ drinks, and food until 11 o'clock. You know what time it is right now? I don't.
I don't
either. All right.
Oh, wait, it's right here.
It's 8 o'clock. There's still time. There's still
time.
time. Let's show Tom how the Derby community supports local businesses.
I was going to say beer o'clock, but...
Well, it's always beer o'clock. Don't ask me how I know. There's 27 minutes left in the first period of Game 2 of the Fountain City opening night here at Olarama, Independence.
So
Slow start, yes?
Yeah, no, even if they're tuning in online, you know, and feel like popping out after watching the games online, they should come up and meet everybody up at the after party.
They should indeed. It's warmer. It's been really cold.
Really nice. It's like spring outside.
I almost wore shorts tonight.
I actually heard it's going to be like a false spring.
Oh.
So plants are going to be really confused. I'm a planty.
You're a plant person?
I do my vegetables and things like that, you know. So.
I just have a dog that wants to go outside real bad.
I have 15 chickens, 3 dogs,
15
4
chickens.
lizards, 2 rats, and 2 jumping spiders. I got a menagerie.
No partridge in a pear tree.
No partridge in a pear tree.
Why do you hate Christmas?
I've asked for one, but my husband says no.
Well, let's put him on blast. He's anti-partridge. Refs are coming in. What do you got for us?
What do you got for us? Okay. All right, Blue just lost their official review. Unfortunately, they were wondering about the point on the outside, but it was a live point, not a ghost point. So let's get in.
It remains 4-1 with Rampage on the jam line against Mel Malice.
We got Mel Malice and Rampage with jammers.
Still, Baby Buster still in the box, so one skater advantage for the Sirens.
Oh, Rampage is making it through. Meets Anita in the front. Oh, she got helped out by Covalent Bondage, but Ginger joined Anita up there. That's going to be a hard wall. Oh, we got Mel Malice out as lead jammer for the Sheilas.
Excellent defense.
It was.
By the Sheilas holding on.
That Sheila wall came up and held really strong. It was good defense. Made some room.
The
Got
pivot.
Covalent Bondage as the active pivot for the Sirens.
Rampage knocking Mel Malice out, having to recycle.
Oh, we got a lead change. Oh, we got another lead change. Oh. Mel Malice got called on a directional, so right now it's a power jam.
Power jam feels pretty rare with this rule set.
She even looks pretty when she skates to the penalty box. That's my derby wife.
Is it?
Yes.
Well, let's see how pretty she is while she waits to get back into the action.
Oh, Covalent Bondage calling it off. Let's see how many she got.
2.
The ref is holding up 2.
At this time of the game, the percentages are better, so that's like 50%. Oh,
yes.
Wait, how did the Sheilas get 4? That's up to 7. 7-3. So
I think that was a while ago.
that just happened. So with Mel Malice going to the box,
She still got 4?
and now 4. They just keep adding points.
I don't know how that happened.
Well, luckily we're not supposed to know. We're
Nope.
just announcing the game. All right.
I'll rewatch the footage and find out.
8-3. I can't wait. Post it in the comments. What's going on here? All right. So Dizzy Astor is jamming.
Oh, we got Tweak Havoc
Tweak
out there
Havoc.
jamming for the Sirens for the first time.
Penalty box still with one Sheila in it, although
Mel is
Malice
standing.
about to come out.
And Dizzy Disaster is out as your lead jammer. Oh, we got a blue pivot break on Bomb Pop. Can she catch her?
Looks like she will. As Dizzy slows down to see it. Everybody
Oh.
calling it off. Nope, Bomb Pop must
Bomb
recycle.
Pop thought she was going to sneak through on the inside, but she had to return and reset. Oh, she got a directional. She's going to the box. It's a power jam for Sheila's.
They're trading directionals, and now Dizzy accelerates around the corner and will be free.
Dizzy got through and got all four.
Pack slows way down.
Slowing way down. Dizzy jukes to the outside. Jukes to the inside. So smooth.
Big points for the Sheilas. 10 unanswered. Bomb Pop now out of the box, and Dizzy delicately calls it off.
That was so eloquent.
It's a marathon, not a sprint.
I do love all the like blow-ups the refs are wearing, you know?
It's a little distracting.
It's we decided to have a beach theme this go round.
Well, you know, there's no better time for the beach than the middle of January in Kansas City. Dreams
Yes.
of warmer times.
Of warmer times.
Rampage will be on the jam line against Mel Malice, and this time the penalty box is empty.
All right, we're off to another jam. We got Mel Malice and Rampage with stars on their helmets. Let's see who gets through first. Jostling for position. It's Mel Malice out the front. Called lead jammer. Up, blue pivot break. That's covalent bondage. Let's see. Mel Malice calls it off. She gets one.
All of that for one.
Yeah. Better one than none.
That is correct. 16-point advantage for the Sheilas. Just over 22 minutes to play in the first half of the second game of the Fountain City debut bout day. Still call them bouts, the games now? I feel like they changed that. Did they not change that?
I still call them bouts.
Bout it, bout it.
Bout.
Bout. All right, so
Bout around.
something's coming up, 19-3.
Here we go. We got Rogue for the Sirens. And
Park
we've
and
got
Rec.
Park and Rec for the Sheilas. Let's see who breaks through. Oh, Park and Rec. And Rogue and Bomb Pop are sitting in the penalty box. There is no point scorer out for the Sheilas. I mean, for the Sirens. It is a power jam for the Sheilas.
Well, the penalty box full of skaters, two.
Oh,
Two
geez.
for each team, so this is a
Here
great
we go.
opportunity.
Park and Rec doing some bobbing and some weaving. And this is when endurance practice kicks in.
Not a lot of people to block, but still,
They're still blocking.
Park and Rec has a
There we
great
go.
opportunity.
Distracting. Out. There we go.
Oh, huge
Gemini
hit.
Annihilation holds to the end. Sneaky, sneaky.
Huge hit for Gem Annihilation to free the jammer up.
Park and Rec racking up those points. Oh, she's bobbing and a weaving, and she's calling it. Yeah.
That is 15 points. That's a tremendous jam
That is.
for the Sheilas and Park and Rec. And still, one siren in the box. So it will be a 4-on-3 pack advantage for the Sheilas with Mel Malice back on the line.
We got Mel Malice and Rampage on the jammer line.
That is not Rampage.
Oh, no, that's covalent bondage. Sorry.
She has, Rampage has the pivot.
I don't know where Rampage is.
I've never seen them in the same place. Oh, wait, no, I have. They're in the same place right there.
Oh,
Santa
Mel
Claus
Malice coming up.
on the jam line.
There we go.
And now she turns. Now Rampage.
And now Rampage is active. She's like, I'm going to start in the front this time.
Pack slows down, giving...
Zombina being classic Zombina. Oh, Ginger down. Oh, I don't know what's going on.
No one,
nope.
no,
Now
no,
it's a lead change.
Can't call it off. Everybody scoring points. Penalty box still full of Sheilas because there's
No, there's
two
no
sirens.
Yes.
Sirens. If they all start with S, you can only be wrong half the time, and
Oh.
that's what's important.
Rampage got knocked to the inside, and it's a lead change. Mel's telling him something. I'm not sure. He's saying, hold her.
Pack is really slowed down, so giving Mel time to catch up.
Oh, Rampage is through. And now, hopefully, oh, I don't know. She's going to.
Oh, they're going to
She
make
got
her
popped
reset.
to the outside. She's got to wait to reset behind Daddy Longlegs. And they call it off.
So, if that is correct, the Sheilas picked up 2 extra points. So a 33-point lead for the Sheilas with 18 and a half to play here in the first half. Penalty box is clear. Rogue will be jamming against Dizzy Astor. Rogue for the Sirens. Dizzy for the Sheilas.
All right, we got Dizzy Disaster for the Sheilas and Rogue for the Sirens. Let's see who gets out. Oh, Dizzy's up at the front. She's wondering what's doing. She's checking to make sure that the pivot is contained.
Baby Buster can't believe something is happening, which I have never seen before
Myers
in
was like,
my life.
What are you asking me to do?
So everybody playing defense in the pivot and the jammer.
Yep.
Trying the 2-wall and then a 3-wall. No, the walls are morphing
53
and
seconds
changing.
left on the clock. I wonder what they're going to do. You know, somebody's got to make a move.
No one's getting out.
Yeah. There we go.
Except
There.
there's Dizzy.
There.
So still waiting.
Dizzy
And now
makes
she's
her
out.
moves. There she goes. She was making sure that everybody was contained before she took off.
And now Myers and Cherry Violence will be holding the pivot, so Bomb Pop can't get out. So a great opportunity for the Sheilas to score more points.
Mayhem Myers and Cherry holding back that pivot for a long time.
That's quality defense.
That is. Quality defense on the Sheilas.
Now Dizzy has to make it count.
Dizzy's taking some time to make some moves.
Oh, Bomb Pop now going to the box. I did not see the hand signal.
Oh, Dizzy snuck through on the inside and delicately calls it off.
And shouldn't have because Bomb Pop taking a spill.
Ghost hold on the outside lane.
4 points for the Sheilas and Dizzy Astor. Bomb Pop will be starting the next jam in the box. A little miscalculation on Dizzy's part, because I feel like she could have done a whole nother lap without anybody. But
as she was calling it, she noticed, and then she was like, oh, dang it.
maybe she should watch from over here. It's easier to see what's happening.
Maybe.
You're not on it.
It's
I
next
wonder
to
if
us
she's
next
thought
time.
of that.
Maybe.
You should consult.
What do we got? We got Mel Malice and Covalent Bondage as jammers. Let's see who gets out. We got good defense there from Zombina.
Mel taking her time in the rear.
Daddy Longlegs giving her some problems back there for Mel Malice, but she breaks up. Oh, Covalent Bondage breaks his lead jammer. Mel Malice is coming in hot. Let's see what happens. I mean, Rage made some room for her jammer on the inside. She got at least 2. Oh, she got 1.
So let me ask you a question. With most derby skaters, they have a full name, but they have a nickname.
Yes.
With Covalent Bondage,
Kovo.
it's Kovo.
Yep.
Okay.
We call her Kovo.
Kovo. It's good. Some of them are obvious.
Yes.
You know,
Some
Baby
are very
Buster becomes Buster.
Buster.
Your queen.
Yes.
All right.
We got a ref signaling to our first aid crew that there's a little bit of blood on somebody's shirt.
Well, you know, it's a rough sport.
It's a rough sport.
A lot of wacky things can happen.
We're drawing blood tonight. First game and second game.
First
Good
blood
game.
in the second game
Dun, dun,
goes
dun.
to Kovo
Yes.
or Covalent
Well,
Bondage. We'll work on it.
I think I don't know if it's her blood. Hopefully it's her blood. Nobody makes me bleed my own blood.
Yeah, you know, pain don't hurt, but I don't know whose blood we should be hoping for.
I hope, well, maybe, yeah. Actually, to be honest, it'd be easy if it's hers, because then we don't have to look through all the other skaters.
That's right. We don't need to do a blood audit, which we do very rarely in these parts.
We did it in the first game.
So, what do we have on file? That's a violation of HIPAA, probably. And Lord knows this organization is devoted to medical procedure. All right, Dizzy Astor on the line
And we got
against...
Tweak Habit and Dizzy Disaster. Dizzy Astor.
Do they call her Tweak?
Tweak.
They got to call her Tweak.
Yep.
All right, here comes Tweak. Both pivots doing solid work up front. Dizzy just kind of hanging back, waiting maybe for some defense so that the pivot can't just...
Dizzy hanging back, waiting for her. Oh, well, she's got a jammer up there. She's waiting for Myers to...
She's got Mayhem to do a little defense, so Mayhem's got to block both
She's
the
got to
jammer.
figure out which one to go. And Mayhem picks Tweak to let go. Sometimes you can't choose. You don't know. You're like, I've got a jammer and a pivot. Which one do I let go?
It's a real Sophie's choice.
Threat assess.
Dizzy
calls it off.
is a very delicate call off.
He does have
Some
a
people do a whole,
show.
yeah, like a whole wing flapping, and other people have just a little tiny. It's what makes Derby fun. The individual characters.
Yes.
As you can see them dancing on the jam line. That's Mel Malice and Rampage. Rampage has been dancing for a while. She enjoys it. We do have a full pack for both teams. The penalty box is empty.
Mel Malice and Rampage as jammers. Let's see who's raced through.
That would be Rampage.
Rampage leading jammer.
Zombina finally given the green light. Wait, nope, she gives it back to Mel. And now the packs are going to race.
Mel and Zombina had a quick conversation and Mel released.
Sheila's tried to get up in front to hold it, but nope. Does. Nice. Little elbow throw.
Tried to give her a little tap, but she managed to get some points.
So that was a good lap for the Sirens, picking up 2 points. 36-point lead for the Sheilas with just over 13 minutes to play here in the first half. Cherry Violence on the line for the Sheilas against Park and Rec for the Sirens. Penalty box is empty. Full packs for both teams. Mayhem Myers with the pivot stripe along with Bomb Pop for the Siren.
Got Park and Rec and we have it out there with stars on their helm. Let's see who breaks through. Oh, Harry gave Bomb Pop a little nudge to the outside. Oh, both jammers are through the pack. Park and Rec is lead at the moment. Let's see if she keeps it.
Sheila's trying to set up in front with their jammer in the lead.
Both these jammers entering the pack. Let's see. Oh, Park and Rec snuck through on the. Oh, she got caught for a track cut yield.
That will put
She
a
thought she was
damper
being
on
sneaky.
things.
And then we had some jammer on jammer action. Park and Rec trying to call it. Nobody saw it.
They will not allow this jam to end.
It's the end. Oh, Tweak finally calls it. Oh, they wouldn't allow her to call it off because she went to the penalty box. Park and Rec is too sweet for the penalty box.
There are rules.
We're always very grateful to our ref crew because they keep us in check.
Someone has to.
Yes, definitely
It's
has to.
It's not a pretty or appreciated job.
I would hate to see what would happen if we didn't have them.
They should call their own penalties.
Yeah.
And in the meantime, Mel Malice will be jamming against Rampage. They're saying something to each other as they skate.
We got Mel Malice doing some jammer on jammer action back there, holding back Rampage. Let's see if we can make some action. Oh! Egerton knocks Mel Malice to the outside. Gotta watch them elbows.
Sheila's once again playing great defense, although they do not have someone in scoring position holding the other team's jammer / pivot. No, that's the jammer.
Daddy
The
Long
star
Legs was
still
giving
counts.
Mel Malice a hard time, but Mel Malice manages to break through, and she's our lead jammer.
Rage.
Oh, we got Kobo out. Pivot break for the blue team.
Rage of Sunshine going to the box. Mass hysteria. Can Mel break through? She's going to call it off, so she doesn't have to.
Yeah.
And
Mel-
that is 2 points for the Sheilas.
Mel Malice is an experienced jammer. She's very tactical with her maneuvers. She's also a very good communicator with her team.
She has been at this for a while.
She has.
At a high level.
Yes.
At a high level.
Actually, her and I just got back from Roller Rage. We were out in Arizona, and we
Burn
played
it down.
with CBD out in Roller Rage. We came in second for our unit. We were very privileged to be put on that team.
That's tremendous.
A lot of fun.
And that's what it's all about, having fun.
We play all sides.
It's either that or the money. I'm not sure which one it is.
Oh, we got Dizzy Aster. Out lead for the Sheilas.
Rogue on the pivot turn, right on her
There
heels.
we go.
So
Dizzy
there's-
making some moves. Oh, she got a little bit tripped up.
And then Rogue calls it off.
Rogue got through and called it off. That's my bestie. Rogue and I have known each other for a very, very long time. We were roommates for a little while as well.
Is that right?
Yeah, for almost 3 years. We were COVID roomies.
COVID roomies. Oh,
Yeah.
that's the time that you don't want to have roommates. I tried to quarantine myself from my family. They objected. Terrible. All right, so this is Mel Malice jamming against Rampage. One siren in the box, so you would think a good time for the Sheilas to extend this lead, which is 36 points.
Mel Malice breaks through quite easy and takes off, but she's got a Daddy Long Legs hot on her heels. Let's see what moves they make. Oh, and we got a lead change.
And another lead. Wait.
Oh, no.
Oh, that was tight.
That
You
was
can't-
tight.
That was a quick call off, right on the edge.
So we are Sheila's 55, Deadly Sirens 19. We're at 7 minutes and 45 seconds in the first half.
So a late 3 given to the Sheilas, so they picked up an additional point. 58-21 with Tweak Havoc and Dizzy Aster jamming with full packs.
We got Dizzy Aster and Tweak Havoc jamming again.
Mayhem Myers has a pivot stripe. Along
Bomb Pop
with
giving Dizzy Aster a little hard time in the front there, but Dizzy's out. She's lead.
Bambi.
Oh, they knocked their pivot to the outside. Bambi got knocked to the outside. Tweak's got to make a move. But Wreck-It, Park and Wreck has her number.
Sheila's defense really
Oh, there's Mayhem Myers. Controlling
controlling
that pivot.
the game.
There we go. Bomb Pop's giving him, helping her pivot get through.
Dizzy trying to figure out what's going on.
Dizzy's
Making some
like,
hand signals.
I got some time.
Maybe
I'm
just-
not going to call it.
Maybe just doing some jazz hands.
Bambi's almost there. I'm going to call it now. That's a way to burn down the clock.
Yes. And to waste all of our times. Thanks, Dizzy. All right, so it's 62-21. 6.5 to go in the first half. Loving every minute of it.
Good game. Fun to watch. It's interactive.
You know, it's getting closer. Right now, I believe that is Mel Malice back on the jam line. Against Rampage, once again, a common pairing.
I mean, they are
Of
workhorses.
adversaries.
I'm going to tell you.
The strength.
Rampage and Mel Malice on the jammer line. Let's see which one of these workhorses gets through.
Full packs for both teams. So no excuses. All right.
There we go.
And finally, Mel Malice is
Mel Malice gets through on the outside, and Kobo's right behind her as a pivot break.
They did not hold the pivot, so this is going to be a short jam. Maybe let's see if they can hold Rampage in the back, because that's...
Kobo hit that ghost hole in turn 3.
Nope, they let her go, so that's going to make it harder to score some points, but they... Oh, Zombina.
Oh, Zombina thought she was going to help, but she knocked the player right into her. And there's a lead change.
Okay, so Mel couldn't call it off because she got knocked out of bounds at just the wrong time, which cost the teams a few points.
And there's another lead change.
So Mel back in front.
Mel's like, I'm going to go for another round. Oh,
Nope.
nope, she's going to go for another round.
I feel like we were all faked out by her. I'm going to call it. I'm not going to call it.
She asked her bench, and her bench said, go for another round. There we go. She beam dips on the outside. Gets 4 easy. Oh, she only got 2.
Keeping it in bounds. Harder than it looks.
It is. I did a little bit of twinkle toe action myself in the first game.
Congratulations.
Thanks. I felt spinning to winning is my new motto.
All right, spin to win. Someone write that down. Empty penalty box for the teams.
We haven't seen a penalty in a while.
We have not. Good, they finally learned the rules. I'm working on it myself.
Keeping it clean.
Here we go. Dizzy Astor against Bomb Pop.
Oh, we got Dizzy Astor and Bomb Pop out with stars on their helmets.
And a little jammer on jammer violence, which is
Jammer on jammer action.
my favorite kind of roller derby violence. Wait, no, now Dizzy's gonna hang
Dizzy's
out.
like, I knocked you out, now I'm gonna...
Waste some time.
This is gonna be interesting. Let's see if Dizzy can get them to swallow Bomb Pop.
But what's important to know is that time you've enjoyed is not wasted
Oh,
time.
that is interesting.
And we're loving it right now as Dizzy finally decides she's gonna skate like she means it.
Beautiful. Myers swallowed a Bomb Pop. And Bomb Pop got lapped and then swallowed back up by the Sheilas.
The Sheila's defense has been remarkable in this game.
Dizzy is lead. Blue pivot is active.
Oh, Dizzy calls out to Buster to do some dirty work. Nope. I guess we're gonna do another lap. Rogue goes down.
Rogue went down, but she got some points on that. I mean, technically, I feel like the Sheilas are ahead of lap.
I think she was.
So that's always very confusing when that happens because Bomb Pop got swallowed and Dizzy had already completed a lap. And then their pivot broke, so they were technically a lap behind. Their jammer never got active.
But still, every person that person then passes subsequently, they'd still score points for her.
Yeah.
Right? Even if they're a lap behind.
Yeah.
Right? They're still active. So
Yeah.
they still score those points.
Yeah. But I mean, Sheila's would have scored points, but it would have been Rogue's initial pass, so she still got points.
Right.
Yeah.
Everybody got that?
Everybody got it.
All right.
It's always kerfuffling when you see all of that happen. That word, I don't know what that is. Kerfuffling.
Kerfuffling?
Kerfuffling. My verbiage. My mom
You're
thinks it's funny.
kerfluffed.
Yeah, kerfluffed.
That happens.
I'm so kerfluffed.
The season of kerfuffling. It's 71-28. Sheila's leading the Sirens. 2 minutes and 22 seconds. Everyone make a wish.
We got her.
Mine didn't come true. All right, here we go. So,
We got a ref timeout in the middle. They're just checking their facts and figuring out what happened in that.
maybe we should thank one of our sponsors, like Bruised Boutique, a Derby-owned skate shop dedicated to serving skaters at all levels. The shop offers everything from skates and protective gear to apparel and accessories. Whether you're gearing up for your next Derby bout or cruising the streets, Bruised Boutique has you covered. We'll figure out what's going on with the timeout here in a second.
Also, for everybody, we've got Rose Brooks is our beneficiary of our 50-50, but there is also a bucket over here for donations. If you'd like to donate to Rose Brooks, Center for Domestic Violence, there's also a donation bucket over here. All right, we got Ginger Ninja out there for the Sheilas, and Chief is lead. We got Tweak Havoc with the star and a half. Sheilas are holding both back, Jammer and Pivot.
This is Ginger's first jam of the night.
Yeah, we got Mel Mouse out there blocking. That's new. There we go.
So switching it up
There we
has
go.
been successful for the Sheilas. There's maybe some fresh legs on the jam line.
Ginger's through.
Being held back by Rampage.
Sirens aren't out yet. Ginger's being held back by Rampage. Oh, Rampage went to the box for blocking out of play.
Covalent Bondage now trying to make it through on, I believe, her initial pass.
This is Ginger Ninja's second pass. Oh, yeah. There we go. And she's through. She gets a lap point, too. That's 5.
That's a successful first jam for Ginger.
Fresh legs.
As we are under a minute to play in this first half. Everybody looking a
And she's lapped
little
again.
tired.
That's another 5 points. That was a successful jam for the Sheilas.
15 big points put up by the Sheilas, taking the lead to 86 to 28.
We're almost at halftime. It's
That is 58
30
points.
seconds left until halftime. We got Sirens at 28, the Sheilas at 86.
This will probably be our last jam of the first half,
True story.
unless someone calls it off real quick, which they probably won't. So we have Mayhem Myers on the pivot line.
We got Dizzy Astor out there jamming for the Sheilas, and we got Bomb Pop for the Sirens.
All right, the game clock is at 0, or the half clock, if you will. So this is our last jam of the half. Dizzy getting out in front, Bomb Pop right behind her.
Oh.
Not anymore. Bomb Pop deciding that
Pop's
she's
lead.
ready to go score some points. Can she tighten this up just a bit before the second half?
Sheila's Wall holding back a baby very effectively. Oh, those are very quiet whistles. That was hard to hear, but
And that is
Bomb Pop calls it off.
one apiece. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. At halftime.
And we're at halftime.
We are indeed, and that is
So
math
we'll be back in 15
required.
minutes.
58 points. Lead, we'll see you in 15. Rock and roll.
wonder if.
Are we back on?
Yeah, we're
Or
back
we're live.
on. We're live now.
Oh.
I wonder.
We were
if,
live before you could hear it? We just couldn't hear it. Oh, thank goodness.
Oh goodness. Technical difficulties.
I gotta
we
keep
got it fixed.
using my social security number as a mantra. That's not good for anybody. Oh.
All
Finally,
right.
official sanction to do the right thing. All right, Dizzy Astor is still in scoring position. Sirens having trouble getting out.
I wonder if they're going to change their tactic up to just practice some things this second half.
He's qualified to do that,
Bambi's
right?
out as
All right.
active pivot for the Sirens. Let's see. Oh, Egerton didn't see that secret block by Park and Rec.
A secret block.
Yes.
That's good.
It was sneaky.
We need a double secret
Double secret.
block.
I like those double tap blocks.
Dangerous, but also fun. 14 points put up by Dizzy Astor and the Sheilas as they start the second half, much as the first half, in strong position. Penalty box.
We got a dance off on the pivots. Yeah, get it, Z, get it. Ooh, look at them long legs, Daddy. All right, and we're off. Got Mel Malice and Rampage for jammers. We got Zombita and Daddy Longlegs as pivots.
And they're racing. Big hit. Oh.
I mean, Rampage got tripped.
They're going to let
By
no
Skate Spears.
skate spear go. They're not going to let it slide.
That was a low block on Skate Spears.
Mel Malice in lead jamming position. Sheila's defense again stout and holding back the Siren jammer in this case, which is still Rampage. Do I have that right? I don't have that right. I do have that right.
You do have it right. Jam calls it.
The number confused me, and numbers shouldn't confuse me. Sometimes shapes, sometimes colors, but in this case, it was the number 2. Cut for Rampage, formerly Little Miss Rampage. I guess she's all grown up, and now she's just rampaging.
She's just rampaging everywhere.
All over. She's
Oh,
back.
we got Mayhem Myers and Rampage on the jammer line.
Mayhem
That's
Myers.
a new star out there. Oh, Rampage eating it up.
Let's take bets on when she goes
Myers
to the
is
penalty
wondering
box.
what she's doing there.
Probably immediately. All right,
There you
so
go.
she.
Nice little shove there, Myers. Let's see who gets through.
That would be Myers.
Oh, yeah.
Myers rolling to the front. And that is Bambi on her trail. Myers already picking up 1 point there.
Oh, let's see if Bambi gets any points. She got,
She
track
can't
cut.
call it off.
She's
So
not lead. And, now she's
she
lead.
works her way back up. Thank goodness there's not a Bambi's mother skater, because we all know how that movie ended. Actually began.
Why you gotta bring it up? Man.
For fun and profit.
I was
All
trying to
right.
hold that back. I was trying not to talk about poor Bambi's mom.
Well, I wonder if she's here in the audience tonight. That'll be fun. Somebody do a census. All right. 3 extra points picked up by the Sheilas. 106-31. 25 and a half minutes to play. Now everyone jamming for the
and
Sheilas.
Kobo out as jammers. Z is lead jammer. So we're talking about nicknames, and Zombina, her name is Z. So
Z.
that's her nickname.
Oh, big hit.
I don't know if that was a directional or not.
Anita Hercha had to make herself
Anita Hercha
heard.
set on the hurt
Gonna block ya.
on
Which
Red Menace.
we don't have a gonna block ya on any of the teams, do we? Just Anita Hercha?
Yeah.
That's good. Names are rough. All right, 1 Siren in the box, so a 4-on-3 pack advantage in favor of the Sheilas. Is that Baby Buster jamming?
It is a Baby Buster on the jam line.
I thought I was
Is that
hallucinating.
a tweak?
The Tweak Havoc and Baby Buster jamming. What could possibly go wrong? The answer is all of it. Let's find out what actually happens.
Ping-ponging through there. Let's see if she can get out.
You know, if she could just channel her rage into her skating, she might score some points.
She is.
Nope,
She got a track cut yield.
she's gonna hang out in the rear with the gear. Baby Buster. No one ahead yet. Nope, gonna get recycled a third time.
She got recycled. I don't think she needed to recycle because ankle biter went down. If a player falls, you do not have to re-enter behind them.
I think she's probably gun shy. She doesn't jam much, but here comes Rampage right behind her.
We got Baby Buster
Let's
out of
see.
his lead.
Buster.
Oh, and Rampage is like, I'm gonna come mess with you.
I can't believe, oh! That was a heck of a block by the Sheila
She's no
pivot,
longer lead.
which was
Baby
Cherry
Buster's
Violence.
lead.
If she starts scoring points, she's going to want to score them all the time. So the best thing for everyone,
Who gave that woman a
myself
star?
included, is that she doesn't keep scoring points. No, she's going to keep trying anyways. Oh, cut track.
A track yield for
But-
Baby Buster.
Not a penalty. Can't call it off out of bounds. So this jam's going to keep on going.
Oh, she's calling it off.
She finally can.
But I thought Rampage was the lead change.
Well, nobody knows. That's the important. She was a lap ahead because I believe
Baby Buster was a lap ahead, I guess.
that's what we think. The one thing I know is that someone's going to tell us, probably after an official review and a read of one of our fine sponsors. Do you know that the after party is at Tom's Bar and Grill at 40 Highway? Karaoke, a DJ, drinks, and food for another 2.5 hours.
That's amazing.
Probably less than a half, actually. Zombina, the pivot stripe, they decided that the review, it's like football, where if you don't review it before the next jam, you can't review it. Smart on someone's part. Who it is, we will find out later.
I think that's a fantastic rule. Oh, we got Mel Malice out as lead jammer for the Sheilas.
Rogue had to hold up for a second.
And we got a blue pivot break Rogue for the Sirens.
So Mel trying to get past a
Oh!
somewhat fortified 3-wall and decides it's best.
Rogue got 2 points. Mel Malice got 1.
And some delightful conversation between Ginger Ninja and Mel Malice. And now, 2-1. So a slight edge to the Sirens there on that. It is now a 80-point game with 21 and a half minutes to play in the second half.
Oh, we got Gemini-Elation and Bambi on the jammer line.
Everyone jams.
Everybody's getting around tonight.
Everyone gets a turn here at Olarama.
Tonight's the night. If you want to jam, we'll put a star on your head.
You want a star on your helmet. Tonight's your night to be a star. So Gemini Elation.
Everybody's a star here. Let's go. Who's going to be lead? These packs are moving so fast.
The race is on. And Gemini Elation resets herself. No one putting the Derby back in Derby here in.
Oh, we got Gemini Elation out as lead jammer. Let's see, can Bambi get through? She got through. I think the Sheilas decided to let her go and just hold and slow down for their jammer. And she stays in bounds and calls it off.
1 point. 1 point. Although at this point, the clock is the Sheila's friends. Even with 20 minutes left, they can score 1 point to jam for the rest of the game. They'll be doing just
They'll
fine.
be golden.
Now, at the end of the season,
Oh, we got
point
a timeout
differential.
timeout on Sirens.
The point differential matters for tie breaks, does it not?
I think so.
I think it does.
I think it played more effectively last year when we had 5 teams. I don't know how it works this year.
Well, Someone will find out eventually.
Time.
Timestamp that. 82-point lead. I don't know what that means.
Timestamp.
Oh, all right.
That was the official timestamp signal from our ref Cobberknocker.
I really do need to work on my hand signals again. Because mostly I'm just saying,
I have to say,
WTF is what this is, but you can't see it because I'm not on TV. Thank goodness.
I ref all the time, but I have to review my hand signals all the time because I forget them.
There's a lot of them. There's
There
a
are.
lot of things. And there's some of them are similar enough that it's hard to see what they're actually saying.
And some of them are similar across different rule sets, but they mean different things.
You know, if Derby would ever get there, they've healed the schism. They will not. Zombina now jamming angrily against, I believe that's covalent bondage, or Kovo, as we have understood her nickname to be.
And we're back out, and Kobo is out for the Sirens.
And that is Cherry Violent. No, that's Skate Spear.
That's Skate Spear as pivot for the Sheilas breaking out.
It's the ponytail that confuses me. They both have them. All right. Skate Spear trying. Well, that's 1 point.
Kobo calls it off.
Zombina gets held back and frustratedly takes off
One and done.
the jammer helmet covering.
It's so funny. She always looks frustrated, but then you talk to her and she's so nice.
Well, you know, that's good.
Yeah.
That's good. I try not to betray my frustration in my face, but again, no one can see it because we are not on camera. Thank
That's right.
goodness.
That would be interesting.
It'd be too much. Park and Rec jamming against Tweak Havoc.
We got
Full packs for both teams.
Park and Rec out for the Sheilas as lead jammer. Sheilas are out of play in front, having to let Rampage go.
Rampage on the pivot turn, going to limit the amount
Dizzy clearing the back wall.
of points.
Oh, that was close.
1 point apiece. So that jam favoring the Sheilas just because even more time coming off the clock. We're down to 18 minutes here in the second half. The Sirens having a large gap to surmount. Daddy Longlegs will be jamming, I believe, for her first time against
We
Zombina.
got Daddy Longlegs and Zombina on the jammer line. Yeah.
Jamming like they mean it. Full packs for both teams.
These are two very intense. Oh, that was a track cut to the inside.
Zombina taking the inside too much.
These
but
are two very intense players.
She
Daddy's
really-
Longlegs.
Zombina,
Zombina is lead, and Rogue takes off his active pivot for the Sirens.
she's jamming with a purpose. Like, she is really getting out when she has been jamming. And calling it off. Is she going to get one or two? That's 2 points for the
Zombina
Sheilas.
gets 2, calls it off.
Lengthening the lead out to 83 points. Slowly chiseling their way to an opening game victory. I believe that is Gemini-Elation back on the jam line.
We got Gemini-Elation and Tweak Havoc on the jam line. We got Dizzy Aster and Rampage as pivots. Let's see who gets out. Gem's looking for those holes. Those blockers are creating those holes. That's one thing the Sheilas are great at, is making holes. Gemini-Elation is out.
Like Charles Bronson in The Great Escape. All right, here comes Gemini-Elation. Rampage free on the pivot turn, but really this is up to Gemini-Elation to score a point or 3 and then call it off, and she does. Takes a while for the refs to follow suit.
Gemini-Elation gets through, calls it off. Baby Buster with an assist there.
Let's put her back on the jam line and see what happens. They're not going to do it. All right, Bomb Pop will now be jamming for the Sirens against Mel Malice. We're back into a more regular jammer rotation here. Everybody needs a break in the first game.
Bomb Pop on the jammer line.
How long of a layoff have we had here before, from the last game to this game?
Like
in terms of months, weeks, how long since the last game till now? When's the last time
the last female game, women's season game was last June.
All right, so there's been quite a I mean, there's a lot of skating in the other leagues and such, but
yeah, well, we've got open gender from June till October. Then we take a brief hiatus in November, December. And then we start back in January.
So about 2 months, probably,
2 months,
for most skaters.
Most skaters.
But that's still a layoff. You got to get your legs back under you. Like a game is still faster than practice.
Well, it's also hard because sometimes when you go to practice, you're practicing against your own team and you know what your team's going to do. So when you face a different team, you're like, oh, this is new. So you got to kind of gather your strategy.
That's right. The rust versus rest conundrum. So we have Rampage back on the line.
We got Park and Rec and Rampage jamming out there. Oh, let's see who breaks through. Red Menace holding back Park and Rec. And she lets her through.
For a second, I thought there was a Sheila in the box. It was just a flamingo on the ref.
Oh, and that is true.
I was bamboozled.
Bamboozled by the flamingo.
That's right. There's one thing you can't trust in this life. It's a pink flamingo. Don't ask me how I know.
A ref wearing a flamingo. And Park Rec gets in and calls it off.
3 more points for the Sheila.
I really like this sloth ref over here. That blue sloth is cute.
Deceptively quick, the sloth ref.
Yes.
90-point lead for the Sheilas with 13 and a half minutes left in the second half. Mel Malice will be jamming against Kovo. Still working on it. Getting closer all the time. Taking a while.
All right, we got Mel Malice and Kovo out there jamming again.
I think I need new glasses, which
Rogue
is a great
was holding
thing
back Mel Malice for quite a while. Let's see if she can break. Oh,
I can't
and Rogue breaks against Myers. Oh.
That's not
Kovo's
good.
down.
That's going to take a second. That's going to... This, as much fun as we're having, it's a very rough sport.
It is a rough sport. So in this time period, we'll let our medics take care of our skaters.
And thank goodness they're here.
Yes.
Kudos to them and all of our praise for them being here to keep people safe.
Everybody volunteers. It's very great.
Indeed. It's a community.
Yeah.
So we give thanks to our EMTs. We're here to help out when things get rougher than they're supposed to.
True story.
While we have a second, talk about Sacred Roots Holistic Healing. The goal at Sacred Roots Holistic Healing is to provide customized massage sessions focused on revitalization, restorative, or recovery results. They work with their clients to build wellness programs that stress the importance of preventative health. Achieve a balance of mind, body, and spirit in a clean, safe, and professional environment, getting you back to the best you. Thank you to our sponsor, Sacred Roots Holistic Healing.
Yes, Ryan is the massage therapist there at Sacred Roots, and he is phenomenal. But I also have to give a shout out to Zaftag Unicorn Photography. Kate Racklin of Zaftag Unicorn Photography has been providing photography services for several years and is a fantastic ambassador for our sport. You can reach out to her to schedule your own private photography session, whether it's engagement, wedding, family portraits, or pet photos. She takes adorable pet photos. So Kate's always a great photographer to reach out to if you want to capture those special moments. I mean, here we are. We've got 12 minutes in the second half, and Sirens are at 37, and Sheilas are at 127.
90-point lead.
Yeah.
Strong game. for the Sheilas, playing really solid defense, really holding back the jammers of the Sirens and not allowing the pivot turn so they can get out and score. Strong contenders.
Watching the tactics on the track are really good to watch how they form, and with these teams, they're trying to figure out what works and what doesn't work now, you know?
Well, and every year is different. Every year. Big round of applause.
Yay, Kovo's up. Let's give Kovo a round of applause. This is a tough sport. And we are so thankful to our EMTs to be here to take care of our skaters.
That's right. But the show does go on. Rampage will be on the jam line in our next jam, which is the 14th jam. Jamming against Gem Annihilation. Penalty box
Clear.
is empty. 4-on-4 pack.
We got Gem Annihilation and Rampage on the jam line. We got Baby Buster and Bambi out on the pivot line. Then we got our fabulous blockers all in the middle. Let's see what they're gonna do.
Baby Buster has now jammed and is not usually the pivot. So in multiple opportunities to score points tonight.
I feel like the Sheilas are doing a little bit what the Lethals did in the second half. You know, we were up by quite a bit, so we decided to put people in other positions so they could learn some things.
No, it's smart.
Yeah.
It's smart. You gotta.
It's important for players to be well-rounded so they know what their other players need.
That is true. And also, if you do need them later in the season, then everyone gets a little experience doing different
what they do.
things.
Yeah. Let's see who gets out first.
Both jammers being held well by the walls of each team. And every minute
Oh, we
that
got a pile up. Was that, ankle biter taking out Gem Annihilation.
Gem Annihilation looks like she'll be going to the penalty box.
And she got a penalty? Oh, no.
Well, this is what the Sirens would need to get back into it, is their point scores for the
They
Sheilas
gotta
being
get
in the
their
box.
point scorer out. Let's see if they can do it.
Sheila's defense has been stout, continues to be so, as Rampage needs to get around, and does get around Cherry Violence, but that's still, we're a minute and a half into the jam. Like every second that comes off the clock favors the Sheilas.
Rampage is out.
And Baby Buster on the pivot turn.
Oh, Gem Annihilation was never marked active, so Baby Buster could take off.
Sheila smartly skating
I
ahead.
just hear a lot of screaming happening out there. I think coaches were telling the Sheilas to run, and the Sheilas are like, why?
Well, because, I mean, the faster they go, if no one gets around, every second counts. We're now we're at 10:20 in the second half. Still a 90-point lead for the Sheilas. Mel Malice back on the jam line. Penalty box is clear. Rogue jamming for the Sirens.
We got Mel Malice and Rogue out on the jam line. Let's see if these Sirens can make some moves. Mel Malice clearly taking off. Lead jammer.
And Anita Hercha holding as the pivot, holding back.
There we go. Rogue makes it through. She's off.
That is an interesting quirk of these rules, is that you have to hold back both the jammer and the pivot if you want to have a large scoring jam.
That's what makes it fun. There's a lot more tactic in watching and opportunities. And Mel Malice seems very chuffed with herself as she calls it off.
And
Hugs and collision. Yes. My two friends.
everybody hits everyone. But it does make for a different game when you can't just hold back one skater with a 4-wall and then, or a 3-wall, or however many people on the walls there are.
Well, in other rule sets, you get the star pass. Here, there's no star pass.
Kind of what the pivot turn is its way. I think it's the equivalent. Right, somebody else is getting out. Like they can hold somebody, but the other person goes.
Yeah.
I think this is probably a better way of keeping. It's a better tactical choice, right?
Yeah. Also, there's no risk of panties falling on the floor and people tripping on them. And
Right. Nobody likes that.
No.
No. Want to keep your floor clean.
I do not want to trip on panties.
Panty-free, the floor.
Do we call it a panty anymore, or do we call it
I
a
don't know.
helmet cover?
Earlier I called it the head covering,
Oh.
out of respect
Out
for
of, yeah.
the sensitive
But I mean-
folks amongst us. But what do they call it? You play. What?
I call it a panty.
Yeah. The helmet panty.
The helmet panty.
Because if there's anything more respectable than a panty on someone's head, I don't know what it is. All right, I'll see myself out. Here we go. We're going 8 minutes left, probably in my announcing career. And the Sirens have a 97-point lead. 3 more points on that last jam by the Sirens. So not by the Sirens, by the Sheilas.
Here we go. We got
The
Mel
letter
Mouse and
S.
Rogue out on the jammer line. Got Anita Hergia and Tweet Havoc wearing the pivot covers. Mel on the outside. Zombina giving her a great shove.
And Mel Malice
Oh.
out again. As Anita, now I don't think Anita has
Tweet
jammed
got knocked
this game.
out to the outside. Rogue taking off. Anita knocking someone out in the backyard. Almost said the backyard.
Could be.
I mean, you can look at it like that. Daddy Longlegs giving Mel a hard time.
And yeah, and holding her back.
Oh, and nobody noticed Rogue sneaking through and scoring all the points.
Mel held on a little too long. Great
Good
work.
distraction, Daddy.
Is that her nickname?
Yes,
All right.
Daddy is her nickname.
I don't know.
I think that's the only reason she chose that name.
You know,
So everyone would call her Daddy.
I think I know her well enough to agree with you.
Yes. She used to be Beetlejuice,
Yeah.
and now
And
she's Daddy
Then
Longlegs.
she was Beetle, I think. I think they called
we
her
called
Beetle.
her Juke.
Called her Juke?
Yep.
Damn it. So close.
Come on, Bacon.
Well, you know, I myself have been at this a while. Gem Annihilation getting knocked out of bounds by Rampage.
We
And
got
so
some jammer and jammer action.
waiting to recycle herself. Resets, not really recycling. She wasn't ahead at any point.
As I'm sitting here, I realized I got really good donkey kicked in the shin.
Oh, you just
Why-
realized that.
I just rubbed my other leg across my other leg, and I realized that.
That's a delayed reaction.
Yeah, it is. The adrenaline's lowering now. Then
Oh.
we got a Gem Annihilation.
We need to
Making
really,
moves. There she goes. She's the lead jammer.
we need to kick up the excitement in the announcing booth so
Yep.
that the donkey kick doesn't no longer applies.
Doesn't
All right,
hurt.
here comes Gem Annihilation.
Followed
Rocking
closely
and
by
rolling.
Bambi. Oh!
That is some jammer on
Jammer
pivot
on
violence.
jammer on action. That's a...
Gem Annihilation just hitting everyone
Yeah.
that she sees and then calling it off. That's 2 more points. 1 point, though, picked up by the Sirens. So not a total
2
loss.
points for Sheila's, 1 point for the Sirens.
140 to 42. We are at just over 5 minutes left. Sheila's really just working for the final score at this point. Zombina on the jam line.
Sheila's at 140, Deadly Sirens at 42. We got 5 minutes left in this game. If you've got a favorite skater, let them know you're here.
Say their name. All right. Anita Hercha on the
Oh, we
pivot
got
line.
Zombina jamming for the Sheilas.
She has.
And ankle biter jamming for the Sirens.
I gotta say, Zombina has, when she's been jamming, she has just
Yeah.
ripped her way to the front every time.
Rogue breaks for the Sirens as pivot. Zombina, oh, comes into a bump hop, spins her around, and calls it off.
That is a big 4-point jam
It's kind of hard to hear those ref whistles in the middle.
for Z and the Sheilas. Down to 4 minutes. 102-point lead for the Sheilas.
My goodness.
Or Buster now
we got a
hugging
bop.
Daddy on the line. I don't think I care for that. Here we go.
We got we got a bump up in the penalty box. Shame, shame. We got Buster and Daddy jamming.
You don't see this every day.
Park taking out that pivot.
And then holding the pivot back. So Buster in
Buster lead
scoring
jamming.
position. Finally having to let Rampage through.
Blue pivot break.
And Myers going to the box.
Oh.
I've never seen that before. All right, a whole
Myers
day of
going to the box.
firsts. Buster getting knocked out of bounds and coming back in to call it off.
Buster calling it off. She got 2. Siren's got none.
2 points for Buster. May God have mercy on our souls. All right.
Her ego is going to be so big after this game.
Can't wait to talk about that later. All right. Tweak Havoc on the jam line for the Sirens against Zombina, who has been on a little rampage of her own tonight. She has just been crushing it when she's had the opportunity to jam. Let's see if it continues.
Oh, we heard some screaming out on the track, taking it out there. Oh, Zombina got knocked by an ankle biter.
Ankle biter holding.
Mel Malice holding back Tweak. She's so skinny, but yeah, she's so wide at the same time.
Zombina.
There we go. Zombina making it through. Let's see. There we go. Zombina's lead.
He cannot be denied tonight.
We got a blue pivot break. Rogue breaks for the Sirens.
Zombina takes the inside and calls it off. Nope, not allowed. Now Rogue calls it off, but I believe that's going to be 3 for each team. Let's see how close. No, wait. No, only 2 for the Sirens. So 3, a 1-point swing in favor of the Sheilas as we are down to 1.5 minutes left.
Got 1.5 minutes left. Give your Derby players some love. Let's cheer them on.
Bomb Pop and Gem Annihilation in what will be the last or second to last jam.
Bomb Pop taking a nice whip off. Out his lead jammer.
And Bomb Pop calling for love.
Jinja Ninja taking off.
I say
Black
good
pivot
luck.
break. Oh,
Buster looking for a penalty call that is not coming.
I feel like she's always looking for those penalty calls.
Well, you know,
But she is so short, she does get hit in the face a lot.
that is, you know, when your head is at forearm level, you can't go to prison. That's what I've been told. All right.
Oh, they're hugging it out. They're
safety
hugging it out.
first.
They're hugging it out.
Oh, there it
The
is.
shorties are hugging it out.
It's like they're actually, their forearms are at the same level. I don't think that
Yeah.
Rampage is appreciably taller than anyone, including Baby Buster. All right, for the ultimate jam, we're giving the sport an ultimatum, and it is Tweak Havoc and Mel Malice jamming with a 4-on-3 pack advantage in favor of the Deadly Sirens.
Oh, we
The
got
only
Mel
thing in-
Malice out there jamming for the Sheilas, and we got Tweak Havoc.
The only thing in doubt at this point is the final score, with the Sheilas currently with a 103-point lead. So they will be bringing it home. The only question is by how much, with Rogue on the pivot turn.
We got Rogue out there as the pivot break. Oh, we got Sirens laying out. Oh!
And Mel calls it off.
Calls it off. And Sirens pick up 3. Sheilas pick up 4. And that is the end. I think, yep. Unofficial score. Deadly Sirens 51. Sheilas 155.
Thank you for being with us this evening on the stream.
Thanks for being with us. That was fun.
Yeah, great job, Queen.
Good job, Bacon.
Up top. All right.
top.
Next time if we're ever on again. Let's find out. Good night.